Hey guys, NLW here once again with a review today. So, what are you gonna do? I'm not doing the flea market this weekend. My uncle's not going, so I am basically here to do a review. And heads up on those flea market reviews, I'm gonna try to get one up soon if I can, but it's gonna be a very, very long time because due to the Christmas season coming up, I have to save money for my sister, my mother, and my dad. So, gotta save up for those two. And saving up is not that easy. It's gonna be a little difficult. But after the Christmas season, I'm gonna be going to the flea markets a little bit more. Not with my uncle, possibly by myself on maybe one day. And trying to at least get enough out of that one day. And if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to. That's just the magic of the flea market. You never know what you're going to find. But as for today, the review is quite simple. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of my flea market finds, if you will. Basically, this is one of those toys that I've wanted, and I was able to finally get one. So, shockingly, I had to find it at a flea market and at a toy convention. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. Trnasformers animated Leader Class Megatron. I did not like the animated toys at first because I didn't watch the show. Usually it takes a show to get me behind the toys and whatnot. And in this case, I finally watched the show on YouTube, and I kind of missed out. And this guy is just one of the toys that I missed out on, and I'm glad that I was finally able to get him. And as you can see, I don't know how the heck they're doing it, because these things move on their own. So there is something in between these plastic pieces that is making both of these go at the same time. I don't know yet. You can see he has the cannon. When I got him, I did not get the missile on it. So, I honestly don't care. It's a missile that I just don't quite need. Sound effects do work, though. And the lights still work. That's always a positive. But, as we all know, this guy is actually one of the better animated toys from my personal opinion. I have, like, on my shelf back there, maybe... I know I have more than 10, and this guy's in my top 5 of animated toys, at least. Because they made, what? 3 different versions of Megatron for the animated line. One being a deluxe, one being a Voyager, this one being the leader. There might be another one out there. I do not count Activator class. But hey, let's get down to that transformation. Pop these off and put them to the side for later. And we'll pop this off, because we're going to need this for later. And you'll hear that a lot. The cannon is put aside. Now, I'm still very biased on this giant piece, but you know what? I guess they had to do something. And then you're left with this. Hey, there's his head. But let's get down to it, and let's start with the legs. Take these panels here, and you're actually going to split the legs. You're going to rotate these around and then put them down. And also fold the landing gear in. Yep, do that. Pull the landing gear down and shut them. And then the feet will just fold right out. There you go. Bring the arms down, and his hands are hidden right in there. Just open the panel, and his fists are right in there. Turning them, though, could be a little difficult, but once you get it down, it's pretty much solid. And now you have this, but then you see this giant thing. Phallic symbol, phallic symbol. And there's like a small track on here. It's small. I've had my problems with this thing, so if you don't mind, just give me a second here. There we go. It has to go at least that far down. So it went up from here to here. Now it looks okay in my mind. I wish it was a little bit down further. And before we get to the other stuff, I'll just go through everything here. Oh yeah, the arms have to attach. So, there, now they're attached. You have head movement. Doesn't really go that far. You got about that much that way and about that much that way. Sad to say. Arms will rotate all the way around until the arms get about right there, because the back piece will interfere with everything. But I don't see why you would want the arm back that far. And once again, he has rotation, a nice bend at the elbows. Actually, there is a piece here deep inside and basically allows it to go further. So it doesn't just stop here at the elbow. And wrist articulation as well. No, oh, there is a waist. I am shocked. A slight waist articulation. I didn't know that. It goes about this far out. That far for a front, straight to the back. Rotates, bends at the knees. Not as deep bend as the arms, but just enough to where you need to get it. And his feet do in fact pivot. So if you have trouble standing him, just work the feet a little bit and he'll be just fine. And he has skirt pieces and whatnot. That's fine. And then let's see, he has electronics. He has at least 3 sounds, if I remember right.
Where is the old spark? Crush the old ones.
I like to laugh best. Yeah, 3 sounds. Lights up there still go, and his face lights up, as well as all the other clear plastic around him. Not a bad toy, but of course he comes with accessories. You remember the propeller blades. They, if I can do this with one hand. Can I do this with one hand? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Become swords. I find that very interesting, because didn't like the reissue or the G1 have a sword? Or just an odd version of it, but for some reason they gave animated Megatron double swords out of propeller blades. And I just find that awesome. I'm a sword guy. I'm not much of a gun guy. That's why I like Wheeljack. And then of course you got the cannon, and there are 3 grooves right there on his arm, and then there are 3 grooves right there on the cannon. These grooves will fit onto these. Oh. Yep, not on there right. Just line them up. Stick that there. And, yep, once they snap in, you're good. Also, the swords will fold down on you. There's not like a real good lock on these things. If they had like a little bit more plastic, like a little clip that just snapped them into place, that would have been nice, but what can you do? Because what, this guy was at least $45 brand new, maybe more, because he's technically leader class. And of course the gun works. You just pull the barrel back. Apparently mine doesn't want to go back. There we go. And then there's a little switch. Spring-loaded missile. No missile though. Honestly, guys, I like the toy myself. I've been looking for it ever since like Animated was taken off the shelves, because I just missed out on it. If you can find him complete for like maybe $35, I'd say you're doing good. I got mine near complete for only $10. I'm happy with my deal. And for all those who already have this guy, you know how good he is. You obviously know that he's a great figure. And he's pretty impressive when you stand him next to other leader class Megatron. I mean, I got the Armada, the Energon, and the Cybertron Megatrons. And Cybertron Megatron is one of my favorites. I will tell you this. But this guy and him take a close first place. So guys, that's it for this review on Transformers Animated Leader Class Megatron. I'll see you next time for the next review, and hopefully the next Flea Market Finds. See you then.